Hey y'all,
Hey
we at it
y'all.
again. Thank
Yes.
God for traveling
Traveling
mercies. It's been a long
mercies.
traveling day,
Thank
but
you.
we are going to stick to this and stay consistent. If you're new or this is the first video you're watching, we are sharing 11 things that we learned throughout these 11 years
A
of marriage because
marriage.
we are celebrating
Yes.
11 years of marriage. So,
That's right.
number three, babe, what would you say number three is?
It would be communication.
Absolutely.
And that is pretty much the foundation of any relationship. If you can't communicate, you definitely can't grow
Right.
because you have to learn how to communicate with your wife or your husband. And the main thing about it is being open-minded when you communicate to your wife or your husband about their feelings and their emotions. And
Mhm.
in 11 years, I had understood. I'm understanding that men, for me, it was hard for me to communicate my feelings and my emotions. And in the 11 years of marriage, I learned that it's okay to share my
Right.
emotions and communicate to my wife.
Right.
She has my back.
Right.
And it's difficult because men, we harbor our emotions and our feelings, and it's hard for us to verbalize it. Well,
Mhm.
communicate. And in 11 years, she helped me with my understanding of how to communicate, how to commit to communicate to her. And that was a wonderful thing as a man because we harbor so much and we're not taught how to deal with our emotions, how to verbalize it.
Right.
So communication is the hallmark of, well, actually the success of a relationship.
Right.
Because if you can communicate through the tough times, the good times, and the in between times, you have something going on that's special.
Right. I agree. Communication is definitely key in a relationship. And as with all these things that we're going to be sharing, like we're still yet learning, right?
That's right.
There's still things that I'm learning about you. There's some things that
Yes,
you're learning about me.
absolutely.
And we didn't always communicate well.
Right.
And then honestly, being honest and transparent, there's some things that we still need to work on.
Yes, right.
But I believe that we came a long way.
Yes.
And just
It's a long process.
it definitely is a long process, but I'm learning just to be open and honest,
Yes.
right? And I think it's also about respect, right?
Yes,
With
yes.
communicating, okay? Like there's some things,
Absolutely.
I can't just make decisions or
Yes,
without letting you know or
absolutely.
so I think just being open to have like those
Yes,
conversations is key. So definitely communicating is definitely a part of the foundation of a successful
yes.
marriage.
Because if you really look at it, a lot of breakups or divorces, it doesn't necessarily happen with financial situations.
Right.
It's the
The
communication
lack
part.
of communication,
Yes.
absolutely.
What happens when we're we can't talk, we can't
Right,
communicate, we can't
right,
connect.
right,
And what did that leave us as strangers? You
right,
know what I mean? So that's why communication is so key,
right.
and it's the foundation of a successful marriage or a successful relationship.
And you gotta
You
have
have to be
those
able to talk.
right, and you gotta have those hard talks, right? You gotta
Yes,
have, even though some things might be hard to discuss, like you gotta come together
yes,
and you gotta share it with your partners. Is
absolutely.
extremely important. So communication is definitely is extremely important. And like I said, like I'm still yet
Yes,
learning
it
how
don't
to
happen overnight.
communicate, right? How to communicate. And then share with your spouse, your significant other, like share, you know, how
To
to
communicate.
communicate, right?
Yes,
Because sometimes people don't know or don't
yes,
understand,
yes. There's a
so
difference.
it definitely is. But communication
Yes,
is key.
there's a difference between talking to somebody and
Yes.
talking
And
with somebody.
right.
So that's
Or talking at
at
them.
right.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
absolutely.
Thank you for having my back, baby.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah, I know you do. And it's a process, and you
Right,
don't rush it.
right.
First and foremost, let's be clear: the foundation is communication, but in the middle is God. If you
Yes.
have a problem verbalizing with your concerns or needs,
Right.
you have to go to God so you can talk to your significant other
Yes.
with love instead of attitude or
Yes.
some type of anger
Yes.
that causes confusion.
Right.
Put God in the center of it and always pray before you commit to what you're trying to do.
Right. Number three, communication. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.